What's going on, Roland Empire? I decided to do something new that I probably haven't done. I wanted to do a best of May, a video to look back on best films I thought were of May. And I don't want to do a worse one because I don't want to give any more recognition to the bad films than it is. And I just want to talk about a little bit of what were, in my opinion, my favorites or the best of May. And I'm gonna give two, so I don't just make it always one. It might be kind of boring. You guys might want to see two different opinions of a good film for a month. So I probably want to give two out, and then I want to give a third as like the runner up. Just give a little bit of I like it kind of maybe mini reviews of what I've already talked about. But I just want to give thoughts. Maybe someone missed something, or you want to see you guys what you think were your best of the month. So I'm gonna start out with this one first, and then for my first out of the two films that were my favorites of the month was obviously Captain America: Civil War. Captain America: Civil War, brought us a fresh new chapter into this, superhero universe that we're living on, the golden age of era. It was pretty amazing seeing, now the superheroes clash and take on one another. And, I'm not going to try to give spoilers just in case some people still haven't seen the movies, but yeah, the direction it decided to take was unique for how, at least, yeah, for the superhero films, this was something that, was like a breath of fresh air into this franchise, into this genre. And it's just great seeing how, there was a movie that a lot of characters, even more than the Avengers, how many people were there in one film, were able to coexist, were able to make sense. The story was able to, make it all, blend so well. And this was a good summer blockbuster movie, but still like a very small independent film. I really like how it balanced both that, also the comedy, the action, the seriousness and need to be at times. And, we had Batman v Superman a couple months ago, which I still like so much, but Captain America: Civil War, in my opinion, guys, don't get mad, just did it a little bit better. And, this really deserved to be like my favorite, one of my favorites of May. I've seen it multiple times already, and I just like the film. It's one of MCU's strongest flicks. For my second recommendation, that was my favorite of the month is The Nice Guys. The Nice Guys was just a nice take on the comedy aspect, on the buddy cop genre. It was just so good. And, the comedy, how it was presented, everything, it was so funny, but it didn't beat you over the head of how we're a funny film, right? We're a funny film. No, sometimes you had to think a little bit, and sometimes the jokes weren't too obvious. I like that type of comedy when it makes me want to think for my jokes, for my laughter, and it's just so good. Russell Crowe, Ryan Gosling, an unusual team up, but it fits so well for this film. I like seeing how they had to go through the adversities. Ryan Gosling's kid, everything was good. Russell Crowe, he's not a good person, but we still love him. We want to see him, come out on top as well. And Shane Black, where I liked Iron Man 3 more as a Shane Black film. You can tell Shane Black is so good at these films, and he has done not a bad direction of a film so far with his 3. And, I can't wait to see where he goes from here. I just liked how, the commercialized element of the film was comedy, but there was so much to it in it with layers with the story, and just, how, we are supposed to be interested in the film, and, they don't treat us as dumb. Like, they want us to think for whatever we're looking for whatever, laughs and jokes are there in the film. And The Nice Guys really should be seen more. There are people that are going to see the movie, but it should, with how great it is, more people should be seeing this movie. Now, for my runner-up, I wanted to give it to, and this is kind of maybe cheating, kind of came out last year, but it really came out in where I am this past month, and I liked it, and I think it may count, is The Lobster. The Lobster was such an unusual love story. My goodness. It really was very awkward, but it needed to be like that. This was such a fictional world inside a real world. it was great, like the characters that we got, and it's just so strange. Like just the synopsis alone, you know, you need to find a companion, and for like the first 45 days while you stay at this hotel. If not, you get to turn into an animal of your choosing. And I like the metaphorical aspects of how, you know, single lives are, how the relationship lives are, and, you know, how pressure you need to be for one or the other, and, you know, how people decide to have children, and then also you can't base a, you know, relationship on a lie. And it's just so good, and it's very ambiguous. Like, you know, sometimes these movies, when they're ambiguous and when they leave you for interpretation, might not work. This one works so well. I understand some that want their they want spoon fed their answers. It's fine, it's acceptable. For this one, I just loved how, you know, it let you, the audience, just decide what went down, and just the way it ended was perfect for the film. And that was just a little nice little small gem that came out this month, which might have came out in festivals in other countries last year, but I just got it this year. It's just great seeing a little movie like The Lobster come out, and I had a good time with the film. Those are my three opinions, my three choices of what I thought were my favorites or the best of May. Let me know, guys, if you guys had the same list or if you guys have a different list, and it's fine, you know, every opinion is subjective. Like I've said this before, guys. I just wanted to talk about a little bit of my favorites of the month. And, you know, as always, Rolling Empire, until 3,007,085 subscribers, always laugh, smile, repeat.